There are some points we want you to know before your first day. First of all, safety first. Please use parking brake. Look at this duck. COGY's parking brake is located under the seat. And it looks like a duck mouth. Please check how to use it before you first start to pedal. Please be careful on the slopes. When we are on a bicycle, pedals do not move when going down the slope. On the other hand, when we are on COGY, pedals moves together with the wheels. You can use the brake lever on the steering handle. However, sometimes we panic. I will explain about slope later on page 4 and 5. Please read and practice these before you pedal on slopes. Please stay on flat surface before you master the technique. Other than this situation, COGY don't fall very often. It would fall if it fall from the edge of the cliff. Otherwise, it won't. So, please enjoy your adventure, keeping these safety tips in your mind. How to get on. Are you going to do this by your own? Or do you ask someone to help you? Either way, this side approach method is easier if you are able to do this. Because you can do this with pedals attached on COGY. The other method needs pedal attaching process, which requires squatting. Also, it cannot usually be done by the rider themselves. If you want to keep the pedals attached onto COGY, then side approach is better. First of all, please make sure to use parking brake. Pop up the armrest so that the rider can approach from side. Take a seat from side or from the angle, having one of the wheels between legs. After taking the seat, you are not facing front. Then pivot your body to front position. You have pedals on the way, but you'll be able to safely do this because you are already seating on the chair. You won't fall. However, some people are not confident with this pivot movement. In that case, please stand with legs wide apart, holding onto something. Make sure to keep the legs apart, otherwise there is no space for COGY to get in. The pedals have to be detached. Insert COGY from behind. Parking brake on. Then slowly take a seat. Next, we have to attach pedals. The tip is flipping the pedals over. This black axis and the receptor on COGY side both have hexagon shape. The two hexagons have to be matched. And another thing to keep in mind is this black axis. This black axis is not fixed to the plastic base. If we twist the plastic base, the black axis won't twist. Does this make sense to you? Let's watch how this person does. Here, he picks the axis with his fingers, so that he can twist the axis itself to find the matching point. How do we know matching point? Look at this silver-colored ball. The gap from this ball is now probably about 2 to 3 millimeters. The axis will go in deeper at a certain angle. Now there is no gap. Find the angle making 0 gap. You don't have to seek it too far. You will find the point within 60 degrees, which is about the angle between 12 and 2 on the clock. Press the black button beside the pedal, then push it in. This is how to detach. Very easy. In the video, no one was on COGY. When you strap your feet by yourself, it is probably easier to first strap the foot closer to you. In case you ask someone for help, it is easier to first strap the front foot, the side the leg is more stretched. After putting the foot in, please make sure the heel is properly positioned. Then tighten the Velcro closer to the ankle. It's better to be too tight than loose. We can use our leg strength efficiently by tightening this ankle Velcro. This COGY pedal is actually really well designed. For example, let's see where the arch goes on the pedal base. When we ride bicycle, we use whole sole or even toe part. However, on COGY, we'll really need to use the heel. We have to push the heel forward. This movement is much easier when this ankle straps are well tightened. If the strap is in angled position like this broken line, it means too loose. It will quickly become very loose while pedaling and the foot position become unstable. Toe strap is also better to tighten but does not have to be as tight as ankle strap. This foot is far back and hard to reach. We want to bring it closer. Release the parking brake for now. Move COGY forward till this position, then parking brake on and strap this front foot. Please also watch your fingers. These pedal cranks will also move and I once have been caught up on my fingers. I'm sure you are not as clumsy as me, though. Please watch your finger. Be safe. If you don't know how to start pedaling, I'll explain the tips in different videos. First, please forget about steering. If we think about steering first, then we will forget about pedaling. Practice pedaling first till you can do this just like breathing before you practice steering. The steering will be very heavy if you don't pedal enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 for going forward. 5, 6, 7, 8 for going backward.
Your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
4 beats are good with COGY practice. 3 beats are not as good. Keep on doing this until you can sing and pedal at the same time. It will be harder to pedal and sing than just pedal. If you can sing happily while pedaling, it means you are very confident for pedaling. You passed the first checkpoint. Let's practice steering next. This handle grip part twists, but it does not affect the steering. This silver-colored plate is for steering. Please note, do not even attempt to move this steering plate when COGY is not moving. The wire will be snatched.
ワイヤーが切れて壊れます。なので、さっきのやつね。秋の夕日に出る山もみじで、次は、じゃあ、この
Move the plate clockwise. Let's go.
いきますよ。ララララ
Now clockwise. Did it change the direction clockwise?
はい動かす
Move the plate to anti-clockwise if you want to turn to the other direction. You don't have to move the plate too much. Just light taps may make a good turn. Experiment on a wide open space and find your favorite way.
であんまりギュッとやらなくていい
Let's learn about slopes.
パンってやって様子を
Pretend pedaling backward to control the gravity.
坂道を行くコツは後ろ向きに漕ぐつもりで自分の重力をコントロールするっていうのは
This person is on COGY.
乗っててで一応ガーっていかないように
Another is holding from behind just to be safe.
使わずに
Can you keep your position without using brake?
それで
Can you count
場所に
1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
って数えるぐらいまで止まっていられますかっていうのが問題ね。 で、
You will have to pretend pedaling back.
後ろ向きに漕いでるつもりにならなきゃいけないんですよ。
The front foot will be pulling up, while the rear foot will be pushing on the heel.
押さえつけるようになってると思うんですけどね。で、その状態をまず体で覚えて。
Now you know the feel on your body. Let's slowly pedal down.
漕いでいくんですけど、1、2、3、4。
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop after every step.
で、まずさっき
Stop while 1, 2. And pedal while 3, 4.
だけど、
Can you stop when the other foot came in front?
で、止まれますか？
Stop for 1, 2.
で、
Stop after every step. Step slowly.
っていう風にやってってください。で、これちょっと
It's impossible to pedal on this much of steep slope. Please start with gentle slopes. This slope is actually too steep. Try pedaling up first. If you're confident to pedal up the slope, then practice pedaling down the same slope. Don't pedal down the slope which you cannot pedal up. No going down without going up. Imagine when we climb a mountain, we climb up first, then we go down. That's the proper order, isn't it?
ご家族の方なんかが
When moving COGY without a rider on, it will be quite tricky if you push it from behind.
人いないのに
The easy way is dragging COGY backward. I like holding the armrest on popped up position. The most important point is to lift up the rear wheel. This rear wheel controls the direction.
浮かせる。なんでかっていうと、
By lifting it up, we don't have to worry about direction control.
左に右に左に
Drag backward, with rear wheel lifted up.
後ろ側
This is the easiest and safest
が
way.
一番簡単です。それから車に乗せる場合、大概の車に乗ります。
Loading onto a car, COGY fits in most vehicles. It doesn't fit in a sedan, though. It fits most hatchbacks. Make the boot space bigger by folding the rear seats.
これらは
Better to take these parts off. Otherwise they will bang onto the car.
やつですね。
This is the rear assertive stick. You may not have this
だ
stick.
からこれですよ、方向
Pedals off.
これがね、結構
This is the direction control lever. This lever sticks out quite a lot.
ワイヤー
I usually take the whole thing off, though I won't take the wire off,
にキュッとこう
and place the whole thing under the seat, etc., where it won't be damaged. Please have a designated space for keeping these screws. 2.
で、この状態でだいぶ講義を
Now COGY is very compact. Tip COGY down. That way, you can use your thigh, hip bone, etc. to bear the weight of COGY.
行きやすいですね。で、鼻を先に
Load onto the car from its nose. Nose means this chain part. This will be easier in most cases. COGY will be still moving in the boot. Please tie it up with rope, etc.
縛っていただいて、そうすると
I want to explain the basic maintenance. There are only 3 points: tire pressure, chain tension, and caster
特
wheels.
に後ろタイヤがね、
Tire pressure, rear wheel quite often goes flat,
体重が
probably because most of our weight is on this wheel. This will have to be extremely well pumped. Otherwise, steering will also become heavy.
はい。だいたい1
Please check the tire pressure once a month or more, especially if you feel the pedaling is heavy.
たるみ。これもね、乗り方によってはあっという間に
Chain tension. This also needs frequent adjustment, depends on the way you pedal. Up the slopes, on the grass, on the gravel. We need to really pedal hard on these soft surfaces, which loosen the chain.
で、これも時々チェックしてください。
Please check the tension once a month at least. Please also check after pedaling hard.
チェックした方がいいです。次、キャスター。これキャスターがね、結構ね、あっという間に泥で
Caster wheels. These get dirty quite quickly if we pedal outside. Caster wheel's structure is supposed to smoothly twist horizontally, where the ball itself goes vertically. If the horizontal movement becomes not smooth, then it damages the balls a lot. This happens because of the dirt sticking onto the structure. For example, the caster will become not round anymore. Again, please check them once a month. Not only dirt but also hair can stop the movement of caster wheels. If they are not smooth, please wash. If the dirt is thick and tough, you may have to soak the part into a bucket of water for overnight.